All right, the first song is going to be American Dream. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Keith Christopherson Jr. Experience, the story of the comeback kid. And somewhere along this journey, I was singing one of my songs. It was like the first song I wrote. That was a completed song that I actually played out. It's called The American Dream. And I think I was singing that song one night, and it just dawned on me that I wrote about former versions of myself. When I originally wrote that song, I was thinking about, trying to go get the American dream, to live the American dream of the wife and kids and a beautiful house on Main Street, USA, and chasing the money. But what it really showed me that I was living on the outside of me. The first verse starts off with, I met a man this morning with a beer in hand at sunrise. I was at a point in my life where I programmed myself that I needed a drink as soon as I woke up. Sometimes we call it addiction. But when you can look back before all that and see how it all came about, it's a choice. And that's what my music does. It really teaches me. It teaches others, but it teaches me. When I can fine-tune myself to the highest version that I allow myself to be, when I can do that, when I allow that, I deliver a live performance. I deliver a show that's an idea, but it's being created as I do it. Just like our life. But I also think it's important to let go of the image that we hold on to and loosen that image up. Because when we can open and understand that this whole existence is for our own enjoyment and creation, and understanding that, we do live in total abundance. I woke up this morning a block from the ocean, listening to birds sing and chirp. And I had a vision of living by the ocean. But I wasn't allowing myself to step forward in that vision because things weren't looking like what I expected them to look like. See, I'm learning this as I share it with y'all. Where I came from, I was holding it all together. Just all this stuff. There was a house that was half remodeled. There was songs half written. There's an album half recorded. There's paintings. There were paintings half done. I had everything going on, and it's trying to hold it all together. And the universe basically said, listen, you want to live by the ocean, you want to live simply, you need to do this. And intuitively, I started giving things away back in August of 25. As I started to understand what it meant to give yourself a new life, because I started to understand in order to have a new life, we must let go of the old life. We can't hang on to anything before right now. I spend a lot of time alone because I need to. I need to not have outside influence. I need to allow my own thoughts and creativity to flow up through me. As I learn and understand that I, in the balance of my life, that I'm the creator of it, that my thoughts, my feelings, my habits, my daily routines, or lack of, it all plays a role. You know, there was a time I thought I stood on solid ground, but it wasn't. It was a facade. You know, I was standing on a thin sidewalk of quicksand. But now that I've cleaned my own foundation and rebuilt my own foundation from the inside out, now I can build the life that I truly desire. And it's different for me because it feels good. It's like I haven't felt good in a long time, if ever. But to authentically and naturally and like pure and innocent, to just feel good, to just exist, it's, you know, that was a big struggle for me. And that's all right, because I'm learning and I'm expanding and I'm growing. I'm doing things differently. I'm not running around chasing things. I'm not feeling like I have to go. I've had the opportunity to paint the last few days with some oil canvases here. And, you know, that helps me slow down. That helps me ooze out. It helps the creativity flow through me, lets that inner child up to play a little bit and relax and know that it's okay, you know? I was so conditioned that I needed to worry. I was so conditioned that I had to go, do. I see more magic happen in my life. The less I do, less is far more. And now that I'm living minimally with my creative stuff, as far as my music equipment, the canvas, the oils, paints, and all that, and clothes, that's it. I don't need anything else. I don't even need this stuff, but I like to create. And it's a form, it's a media that I use to teach. I teach myself, I teach others. And your life, my life, everyone's life is an art project, you know? When I first started painting, I wanted to finish paintings right away. But that's not how art works. Much like ourselves, much like a child, much like a baby, you know? We still are that seed all the way back to where we came from and beyond. And when you allow yourself to open up to the universe, the creator, God, source, whatever you want to call it or don't call it, believe or don't believe, it doesn't matter. Just know that you're the creator, you're the co-creator. Recognize patterns, recognize that things feel oddly the same, but in a different place, in different faces. That's what you're programmed to see outside of you. And I've been letting that old facade, those old thought patterns, those old paradigms crumble. I do a lot of meditation to really practice in this new vibration, this new life, just like we practice riding a bike or walking or crawling or swimming, playing an instrument or building something or creating something or anything. It takes practice. And that's the patience we need with ourselves, like we're teaching ourselves to walk again or even crawl. So that's all. Thank you.